Hi there. I'm making a video for the first time in a long time to support my friends in their Kickstarter campaign for a game called Side Effects. I think it's a really cool game, and they have succeeded in their campaign beyond maybe their wildest dreams. It's up like, God, 600% now, maybe? Anyways, they don't need my help with anything, but I really like the game, and it's the holiday season. I think it would be a really cool Christmas present for people, so I decided I'm gonna show a quick demonstration of how the game is played and give it my little review. So here we go.
This is Side Effects by Pillbox Games. It's a game about self-medication and personal demons. It's fun, and you should buy a copy on Kickstarter. There are 4 types of cards in this game: mental afflictions and their corresponding medications, therapy cards, and the fearsome episode cards. I'll show you how to use these shortly. Let's play around with 2 players. First, we build our psyche with 4 illness cards. Then, players are dealt 4 cards from the shuffled deck. Each player can see their own cards, of course, I'm just not showing them in this video. Now we can start the game. Your turn consists of 2 phases. In phase 1, you take 2 new cards from the top of the deck. Then in phase 2, you can play up to 2 cards. If you have the right medication, for example, you can apply that to your psyche. And for the second card, player 1 triggers his opponent with an episode card on his suicidal thoughts affliction. Episodes trigger the penalties written on the affliction cards. In this case, player 2 has to discard his whole hand. Oh no. With player 1's turn done, it's now player 2's turn. He draws 2 cards, and it turns out he can use both of them. First, he chooses to take medication for his depression. Good call. Next, he chooses to use a therapy card, which immediately erases 1 affliction from his psyche. Great job. However, player 1 can take advantage of the side effect of the depression medication to curse player 2 with suicidal thoughts all over again. A cruel move, perhaps, but necessary. The winner of the game is the first player who cures all that ails them. If player 1 finds medication for all his ailments, for example, then they are the winner.
So that's the game of Side Effects. I think it's really, really cool. I think you have a lot of fun playing it. And now I just want to give a quick review. I want to talk about 3 things. I want to talk a little bit about the mechanics. I want to give my impression of the theme itself. And then I want to talk a little bit about the art on the cards. So first, the mechanics. When I first played this game, it was when 2 of the creators, my friends Jade and Kat, came to near where I'm living in Japan, and they brought a copy of the game and they played it with me and my wife at a izakaya in Tokyo. Immediately, I realized this was a really fun party game because unlike something like Cards Against Humanity or Apples to Apples, same game, you don't have to be completely focused on what's happening in the game. There are conversations you can have regarding the theme of the game, but the game doesn't require you to like pick up a card and read it the whole time and ask questions and get responses based on the cards. The mechanics take care of the game themselves, and after you get used to playing the game, you'll be able to play it very quickly. It's a well-engineered game, very smooth to play. Sometimes you have a really fast game, sometimes games go for 10-15 minutes. It's a lot of fun, and it can be played at game night if you're a very serious gamer, or it can be played at a bar, or wherever else you play card games these days. So it's good. It's good for a bunch of atmospheres, good for serious gamers and light gamers alike. Second, I think, most people who buy this game out of curiosity are interested in it because of the theme, hinted at by the title, Side Effects. This is a game that is not on the surface a super cheerful game. It's comedic, but it's dark. It's a dark comedy. I really like that. The topic of mental illness and prescription drugs is not an easy one to have without sort of being a Jason Downer about things. I don't play a lot of games, so I don't know if there are a lot of games about very serious issues like mental affliction and prescription drugs that take sort of a lighthearted approach to it. So this is my first experience with that kind of the game, and I liked it. That's all I got to say about that. You don't have to talk about this stuff very deeply as you're playing, but it makes it easier if you want to broach the subject. Give that a thumbs up. Right there. Lastly, I want to talk about the art of this game because it is gorgeous. Look at this stuff. The artist is just super interesting to me. Like let's start with the episode card. This is my favorite card. His lettering is gorgeous, and I don't know, I could just stare at this card forever. I can't talk deeply about it because I don't know anything about art, but it's just pretty, isn't it? And then for the disease cards, he's got all of his little skeleton characters, and it's colorful and it's funny, except it also, you know, shows a real sort of mental affliction. It's just good. He gets a bunch of things all working together in these cards, and it's really cool. And then the medication, those cards are cool too, because I didn't do my research, except just looking at the card. My assumption is that this team did their research and they found, real medicines that treat these diseases. And they showed us what the real pills look like. And I just think that's cool. You know, they could have easily used an icon for a pill, a different color for each one, but the same icon. But they didn't do that. They found real things, and they illustrated them really well. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I love the art on this cards. I don't want to show you all of the cards because that's part of the joy of getting the game for yourself. But this is one of the most beautiful deck of cards I've ever seen. It's a really fun game to play, casually or seriously, in a quiet space or a loud space. And I think if if you're looking to get something fun for a relative or a friend this Christmas, Side Effects by Pillbox Games is a pretty good choice. The Kickstarter is up for another week. I'm very late with getting this review out. Sorry, Jade and Kat. But I really love the game. Thank you very much for the advanced copy, and congratulations on your success with Kickstarter. Everyone else, get this game. Have fun with it. Talk to you later.